long time. Tell us about the very beginnings, can you?
Yeah. So we started out as one store about 25 years ago and have grown that to the 6 locations, 5 here in the area. And it's a wonderful business. We love being a part of the community.
You are a part of the community and you serve so many people on a daily basis. Very busy here today.
Oh, yeah.
There's a little bit of a preconceived concept or idea about what pawn shops are all about.
Yeah.
Clear the air for us, can you, Nick?
Yeah, we're trying to beat that preconceived notion, but the business is just like any other business. Buy and sell and loan. It's simple transactions, kind of just a simple business that people can feel comfortable coming into.
Lots of items here, retail items. Tell us a little bit about the variety, can you?
Oh yeah, so we have a large variety of items: electronics, firearms, jewelry, lots of tools. Really anything that people bring in, we'll take a look at and see what value it has and make an offer, and then we'll sell it.
Fantastic. Extending loans, that's a big part of what you do here. You use these items as collateral.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us how easy it is here at Worldwide Jewelry and Pawn to get a loan.
Yeah. Oh, it's very easy. There's no credit checks. If you have something you can live without for a while, bring it to us. We'll evaluate it, see what it's worth, and we can offer you a percentage of what it's worth, and then you have the opportunity to get it back.
That's the key, isn't it?
Yeah. Yep.
So you can get the loan and then get your product back as well.
Absolutely, yes.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
Hey, what about guns and firearms? You do serve that community too.
Yeah. Yeah, so we have a large selection of new and used firearms, and we follow all the rules that any business dealing in firearms has to. And yeah, it's a good opportunity to get a great deal on a firearm.
Nick, the QR code, tell us how important that is to your business.
The QR code is going to bring you to our website, which will give you the opportunity to shop, browse our inventories and all of our locations, and it'll also give you the information needed to make contact with us. And yeah, it's a good resource to reach out and see what we're all about.
Worldwide Jewelry and Pawn. Check them out. Thank you, Nick. Kara and Vicki are here with us from Michiana Floor Mart in Elkhart on Windsor, and good to be with both of you today. We'll talk with Kara in just a little bit. Vicki, you and your husband had this idea some time ago, and look what's happened here over the years. In business since 2004. It's been quite a ride, I bet.
Oh, it has. Yeah, my husband used to install, and I installed with him for probably 6 years or so, and then we went ahead and decided to open a store and get to know the product, get to know individuals, love to work with people, and that's how we started. Yes.
You know, and to this day, folks, Vicki and Kara both go out together to get the measurements. You don't hear a lot of companies do that with their owners very much anymore.
No, actually, that's the part we both really like. Because you go to their home, you meet their needs, you see their flooring, and if there's any issues, we usually catch them in the beginning. And then we have a time to talk to them, to find out what they're going to do, to find out what we're going to do. Yep. And everybody has a budget, and we try to meet that budget.
There you go. And you're selling a lot of Mohawk product, aren't you?
Yes. Mohawk is a great product. It's a carpet, hard surface, laminate, LVP. We have all types, so commercial also.
Excellent. Well, Kara, tell us a little bit more about your position here and what you do on a daily basis to make this business sail the way it does.
Well, when Mom and Dad started installing, I mean, I remember going out on some of the job sites just picking up the scrap carpet. So, you know, it's rooted in me, the business, and you know, I've enjoyed going to measure. I love to do the drawings of the floor plans of different houses. and we quote together, so we're all on board, and we pretty much from finish to start, we're with the customer the whole way.
Well, it's important to know that this is a locally owned business with American-made products, and locally owned is a big deal these days. Of course, trust is a big thing, and I know, Vicki, you're really, really high on placing a lot of value in that word trust.
Yeah, I look at our clients, that installers, subcontractors we have, if I wouldn't put them in my home, they're not going in anybody else's home.
There you go.
And I want people to trust me, know I have fair pricing. We're always here for the customer. Down the road, if you have a question, give me a call. I'd be more than happy to come out, look at the issue, or walk you through anything.
Michiana Floor Mart. Check them out today. Lindsay joins us now from One Stop Furniture and Mattress on Cassopolis Street in Elkhart. This is an incredible business. Lindsay, I really enjoy coming out to visit you guys.
Thank you. Yes, it's excellent.
This showroom is incredible, isn't it?
It is.
Tell us a little bit about it.
A lot of options. Furniture, lots of furniture. So couches, chairs, dining room sets, mattresses, bedroom sets, you name it, we've got it.
Now, you've got more than just a little room for these mattresses and chairs and couches. How many square feet here totally?
We've got 11,000 square feet.
11,000 square feet.
Lots of showroom space.
Wow. What kinds of brand names are we talking about, Lindsay?
We've got Ashley. We've got Catnapper. We've got Jackson
Catnapper.
Furniture.
You've got Catnapper?
Yep.
Wow.
We
Didn't
do.
know that.
We do.
Fantastic.
So lots of options to choose from.
Now, when the average person comes by and sees a furniture store like this, many times they don't come with a pocket full of cash. You can finance them, can't you?
We can. We can finance, no credit needed, 12 months interest-free. So really great option for you.
Well, there aren't a lot of options when it comes to furniture, but you're going to find it right here at One Stop Furniture and Mattress on Cassopolis Street. A great location and one that's been around for a while. You guys have been in this business for what, 12 years?
12 years, going on 12 years. Yeah,
wow.
Serving the community.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
When someone comes here, though, Lindsay, for the first time, what do you think they're going to notice and really get impressed with?
Probably the amount of inventory that we have.
Yeah.
If you see something you like, you can purchase it right off the showroom floor. So you could literally take it home today, which is really, really unique.
And people do that, don't they?
And people do that. Yes, they do.
Well, come and see what we're talking about here at One Stop Furniture and Mattress on Cassopolis Street. Now, Lindsay, there's all kinds of ways for people to connect. Tell us a little bit about where you are exactly, proximity-wise, and how they can connect with you if they want to find out more information.
You got it. Yep, we're on Facebook. We are across the street from Martin's on Cassopolis Street and County Road 4. So super easy to find straight off Cassopolis Street.
All right. Remember the name, One Stop Furniture and Mattress. Lindsay, you are a rock star.
Thank you, Craig.
Congratulations on a good job here today.
Thank you.
Come and visit, won't you? Lots of options and plenty of ways to get furniture into your home. We are here at Modern Kitchen on Old US 20 West in Elkhart. Mark Jones joins us now. Mark, good to see you.
Good to see you.
You know, this business has been around for a long, long time, and that's really a compliment. Your grandfather had the early idea to do something like this, didn't he?
Absolutely. In 1946, he decided he wanted to build cabinets with his brother, and about 300 yards to the west of this location started building cabinets on his front porch.
Wow. You've done so much beyond cabinets, though, haven't you?
We have.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And tell us about that.
So we are absolutely willing to work with new homes in new construction, but we do all of the products that go into kitchens. Countertops, appliances, the labor to remove walls, flooring, all of those things we're able to do and help people with.
So really from the concept really to the finish, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Redesign, remodel, and relax.
I like that. That's a great slogan. But, you know, when people come here, a lot of us are maybe getting into this whole arena of redoing our kitchen for the first time. Sometimes we make some missteps. What do you suggest to the person maybe watching right now that needs a little help?
So my suggestion would be that you put first things first. So come talk to the experts. We have some beautiful products here, but what I think you'll get from us is some service to help you understand what those steps should be so that you can spend your money wisely.
Do you find that some people think they know a little bit more than what you know?
Certainly, I think that's the case, and sometimes I think I know more about things than some do.
Yeah.
But no, we just want to help people understand and spend their money wisely and to make good decisions so that when everything is done, there's nothing that they would change.
You know, we talk a lot about local, and that's so important. A lot of people are staying in this area because they like it. We've talked about that. Elkhart and the surrounding area, great place to live. A lot of people have been in their homes for 20 and 30 years, and that's really about the time that they need to look at doing something, right?
Absolutely. We're doing a lot of remodel projects now of houses that were built in the late 80s, mid 90s, where people want a different style, maybe the function wasn't there that they see and that they would like to have now. So absolutely, and people are changing the way they use their kitchens. So it used to be the kitchens were a separate room. Now kitchens are a part of the whole house. Right. And when people gather together, they gather in the kitchen.
Keep up the good work, Mark. You're doing a great job.
I appreciate it.
Right, in Elkhart on Cassup.
Number 20, Ava Geyer. Absolutely. The girl that's working right now. Number 1, Jill does all of our Maddie Gilpin. And does all of our soccer, so I'm sure she would work. I'm sure she would. Number 54, Emma Luther. Now, Trish kind of runs our stuff, but Jill always works. Number 21, Kerrigan Evans. The one right over there at soccer. So she's very familiar with this. Number 44, Michaela Willoughby. Number 3, Maya Dobrucki. And number 10, Addie Luther. And now your starting lineup for the Elkhart Lions. Number 1, Natalie Smith. Number 2, Ava Walker. Number 11, Bailey Harris Rogers. I'll be back now. Okay, bud. Number 18, Lacey Steinmack. Number 5, Fiona Topolsky.
I'm going to run for a second. I'll be back.
Okay.
Number 16, Lily Escobedo. Number 4, Anna Knight. Number 12, Gabby Wagner. Number 10, Leela Topolsky. And number 3, Ambria Levy. Ladies and gentlemen, please remove your hats. Everyone, please stand as you are able and join us in honoring our country with the playing of our national anthem.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
From the Elkhart Athletics Complex in Elkhart, Michiana Video is proud to present Elkhart High School softball. Tonight, the defending 3A state champion New Prairie Cougars visit the Elkhart Lions in a Northern Indiana Conference contest. Our executive producer is Gary Martin. Rex Smith and Julie Ekema are on the cameras, and I'm Matt Yakey. Good evening, everyone. Later on, I'm going to be joined by Mr. Craig Wallen of the Elkhart County Miracle, longtime veteran professional announcer. So we'll be glad to see Craig with his expert commentary and analysis and talk about the Miracle and talk about sports. But we're going to focus in tonight, of course, on softball. First game since spring break. Elkhart comes in with a record of 1-2. This is their conference opener. New Prairie, the aforementioned defending state champions, are coming to the plate. There's our game officials, David Davenport and Rodney Miller. And as always, if you have any interest in becoming an Indiana High School Athletic Association official, please contact the IHSAA. They will train you and put you on a field, a court, on a pool, on a track. And there's Mr. Wallen, the aforementioned Mr. Wallen. Good to see you, Craig.
Good seeing you. How you doing?
I'm great. First pitch here, Stymack in the circle for Elkhart. Swing and a miss. Randy Robakowski at the plate for New Prairie. Like us and follow us on Facebook. Ball, 1-1. Bailey Harris Rogers is the catcher. Both Lacey and Bailey are returners. Both hit over 300 last year offensively. Lacey back for another year in the circle as well. Pitch misses. 2-1. And we're so glad to have you here, Craig. Can we hear you okay?
I appreciate that, Matt. Thank you for having me. I really enjoy watching Elkhart softball. I haven't had the opportunity yet this year, but yeah, looking forward to this one. Boy, that New Prairie team has been playing quite well, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. They had a matchup last night against the 2022 3A state champion, St. Joe Huskies, losing 6-1. But again, really expect to be a threat in the Northern Indiana Conference. Just missed. Full count. Coach Derek Hicks for the Cougars. Matt Walker in his first year for the Lions. Fielded cleanly and thrown away. Ambria Leedy just couldn't make the play, and Robakowski's heading for third, and she's going to make it. So it turns out to be a three-base error, unfortunately, for Elkhart. Tough start.
Yeah, that's a tough chance over there. It just kind of got away from Leedy. But heads-up play by New Prairie, and they've got a potential run sitting over there at third base. Not a bad position to be in this early in the game.
The Cougars, number 15, Emily Mrozinski.
Emily Morinsky at the plate. Takes first pitch strike. And good teams will put the pressure on you. They'll be aggressive on the base pass, put the ball in play, and that's what she did with 2 strikes. Ball high, ball on a strike.
Beautiful night for softball, isn't it?
Can't beat a spring night like this one.
This is great. They've done such a nice job with the field out here. I was out here a few weeks ago when they were working on it.
Oh, it looks great. I take a lot of pride in this complex.
Mm-hmm.
Ball misses. 2 balls and a strike. Hard hit ball, base hit. That'll drive in a run. And again, aggressive base running, going for second. She makes it. Emily Mrozinski, my goodness. A hustling double for Emily, drives in a run, 1-0 New Prairie.
Roblowski comes in from third base. So New Prairie on the board here. That was a close play at second base.
Craig, a better throw. Again, you got to know that this New Prairie team very aggressive. A better throw, quicker throw might have gotten her, but she's aggressive on the base pass. This is Ella Shalminiak at the plate. Ella, left-handed hitter. There's a good look at Lacey. 1-0 New Prairie. Takes out.
Outfield in a bit in left field. Everything else pretty much straight away. Medium depth.
Ball misses. Third place hitter here. Called strike.
Matt, what about the turnout here tonight?
It looks great. New Prairie always travels. It's 2-2 on the count. And the Elkhart Lions have showed up too. That's great to see. Ball gets away from her. Full count. Runner on second. Swing and a miss. So to get the third place hitter with a swinging K for the first out. It looked to me like she just took a little bit off that one, actually, Craig.
Yeah, that was a nice pitch.
Number 20, Ava Geyer.
Ava Geyer batting cleanup tonight for New Prairie. 1 out here in the first. Takes high.
A little bit of a haze overhead, but outside of that, nearly perfect. Some overcast conditions. Going to be kind of wet tomorrow, they say.
Oh, goodness.
You've heard about the rain coming this way?
Yeah, I've heard you might build an ark. A ball and a strike. Maybe not of biblical proportions, but it's gonna be a heavy all-day rain.
Non-stop, 100%.
Little dribbler. Stymick fields it over to first, gets her on the play. Rozinski takes third base, but the second out recorded.
Yeah, good heads-up play there by the pitcher,
Up next for the
who
Cougars,
just
number 1.
focused on getting the out.
No question. In this situation, there's going to be 2 outs, runner on third base, but you got to record the out. Now, infield remains in here. Maddie Gilpin is the hitter. First pitch strike. Maddie will be doing the catching tonight for New Prairie. There's a good look at Lacey. Boy, Craig, look at that outfield, how close they're playing.
Yeah, I noticed the infield, too. Everybody's up, even with 2 outs.
And Maddie must be a slap hitter.
Yeah, you would think. Something's going on down there. Good scouting, I'm sure.
And on cue, she cues it. A ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, slap hitter. Wasn't Eddie Stanky the big slap hitter back in the day?
He was indeed.
There is an art to that form of hitting, and Gilpin trying to find her way on here with 2 outs in the first.
Strike 3 call, so Stymick gets out of it.
Sweet.
1 run on 1 hit. There was 1 error and 1 left. We're going to go to the bottom of the first. New Prairie 1, Elkhart coming to bat. You're watching Elkhart High School softball on Michiana Video.
Premium Concrete is a locally owned family business in business since 2004. We're located just across the Elkhart River from Tom Kurth Field at 712 Richmond Street. Premium Concrete specializes in municipal and utility work, along with heavy industrial and commercial concrete projects. We're a proud member and supporter of this outstanding and diverse school system and community. Premium Concrete.
Hello folks, if you're looking to buy or sell quality new and used sporting goods, make sure to check out Play It Again Sports Elkhart by the Concord Mall. In the meantime, check us out here on Facebook or visit our website. Thanks for watching and best of luck to both teams.
At OSMC, we're orthopedic experts who take time with you. We listen, then offer you treatment options. You decide on the solution that's right for you. This straightforward approach sets OSMC apart. It's the way to care.
Today's coverage is brought to you by Sanders Pianowski, legal solutions that work. And Premium Concrete Services, your go-to concrete contractors.
At Elkhart High School, going to the bottom of the first, Natalie Smith will be leading things off for the Lions. Ava Geyer in the circle for New Prairie. The catcher, as we mentioned in the top, is Maddie Gilpin. There's a lineup: Robakowski, Marinsky, Jominiak, Geyer, Gilpin, Luther, Evans, Willoughby, DeBrucke, and Luther for New Prairie. First pitch foul. And for the Lions, Smith, Walker, Harris, Rogers, Stymek, Fiona Topolsky, Liliana Escobedo, Anna Knight, Gabby Wagner. Layla Topolsky is the designated player. Ambria Leedy is the flex, playing third. Ground over to third. Nice play. Robakowski to Luther for the first out.
Elkhart coming out swinging in the first inning, trailing by a single run. And it was good that we could get out of that inning with very little damage done.
Well, that was exactly my thought, too, Craig, because the fact is she's standing on second base with nobody out, and to get out of the inning without that run scoring is key. So Stymek did a really nice job in the circle. Ava Walker at the plate for Elkhart, one strike. Takes a ball. Ava, just a freshman, playing shortstop tonight. Swing and a miss. I like her cut, though. She took a hack at it. Ava's one of those young players that just has a huge upside.
No kidding. And to be playing shortstop?
Just a freshman, yes.
Wow.
One ball, two strikes. Well, she's had a lot of coaching from her dad and grandfather, so Ava strikes out for the second out of the inning. But she's played a heck of a lot of travel softball and really attuned to it. Bailey Harris Rogers steps in for Elkhart. She's doing the catching tonight. Again, one of those returners. Bailey hitting over 300 last year. First pitch swinging.
So how many times do you think the field has been mowed, the outfield, so far this year? Maybe a couple, two, three
I was going to
times?
say two.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to go with two, Craig. About the same as the baseball field. Strike two called. And Geyer with a lot of command so far.
I am not sure, but I think a load or two of infield material was delivered a couple of months ago, and it's really looking good.
That's wonderful. Ball high, a ball and two strikes.
Can't get over the crowd here. This is really exciting.
Well, it's interesting because I think that softball, swing and a miss, ball gets away, Bailey Rogers going to first, but she's out on the strikeout. That softball continues to gain in popularity. Mm-hmm. And it's fun, it's exciting, fast-paced sport. Elkhart fails to score in the bottom of the first. After one, New Prairie 1, New Elkhart nothing. You're watching Elkhart High School softball on Michiana Video. We'll be right back.
Make this spring all about enjoying the experience. When you ride on your new Ferris commercial mower featuring patented suspension technology, you'll have more than freshly manicured grass. You'll experience productivity and comfort like never before. And because you won't be slowing down for those rough spots, you'll mow more lawn in less time. Ferris, experience suspension.
Looking for a Medicare plan's easy, right? If you like reviewing dozens of plans all by yourself. Or you can turn to Health Markets and let your local licensed insurance agent help make it easier to find the right plan for you. Working together will help you compare a range of plans in your area and find the one that fits your needs and budget. The Medicare annual enrollment period is here. Call the number on your screen to talk with your local Health Markets agent today.
Here at A1 Concrete Leveling, we pride ourselves on our experts who will do whatever it takes to restore your concrete to its original condition. We hydraulically pump either a mud concrete mixture or an environmentally friendly polyurethane compound. As soon as we're done, we patch up and you're all set. A1 is here to make the process as simple and clean as possible. A1 Concrete Leveling.
Top of the second here in Elkhart. Just a tad high, apparently. Emma Luther at the plate for the Cougars. Ball low. And as always, we want to make sure that we welcome all the fans from New Prairie watching on Facebook and on all the WSBT media outlets. Like us and follow us on Facebook.
What a rich heritage and tradition at New Prairie, huh? You look at all the sports through the years, from football to the spring sports, outstanding.
No question.
Great community, too.
It is very close-knit. That's one of those consolidations that has really worked. New Prairie and Rolling Prairie and the surrounding areas of western St. Joseph County, eastern LaPorte County. 3 balls and a strike. Always have great fan support. Always travel. And I actually think being in the NIC has helped them. Long time in the NSC, in the Northern State Conference, and a growing school corporation. Full count.
Yeah, I would tend to agree with that.
I think just playing bigger schools, better competition, and their school has grown accordingly. Remains full. Emma Luther. She's the first baseman tonight for the Cougars. Ball high. She draws a walk. The dreaded leadoff walk.
Yeah. I'll never forget one of the games I witnessed years ago over at New Prairie, a basketball game, a boys' basketball game. And I think New Prairie had like a dozen threes that night.
Oh, my.
They couldn't miss. What an exciting night. And their opponent had, I think, 8. I think together they had somewhere around 23s for the evening.
Bunting, and can't come up with it, is Leedy. So runners on first and second. Tough chance.
Back for the Cougars, number 44.
Yeah, when you go down a second time for it, it's hard with the bases being so short in softball to get that out.
So should we charge poor Ambry with an error? I think Ambry would probably say she should have got it. First pitch swinging, line drive, caught. Runners hold.
That's a 50-50 call, I think, isn't it?
It is.
That's a tough chance.
Let's give her
bang,
a hit.
Bang.
Let's give her a hit.
Yeah, I would.
Number 3, Maya Dobrucki.
So Willoughby lines out to right field. Maya Dobrucki at the plate. Maya is playing left field tonight. She's the 9th place hitter. First pitch strike.
So, Matt, do you have an all names list going for this game here today? All those New Prairie names?
Well, it's great.
My goodness.
It reflects the tapestry of our country.
It does. It really does.
Squares doesn't. Runners with aggressive secondary leads. And again, in softball, you have to wait until the ball crosses the plate to leave the base.
Chelminiak.
Yes.
Dobrucki. Rabakowski. I don't see a single Smith in there, do you?
We have one. Good stop by Bailey behind the plate.
Good stop and a really good pitch. Tried to get
2-2 count here.
Dobrucki.
Yeah, Dobrucki. Yep. And ball. It's interesting. Full count here. Mishawaka, Rose Park. I read an article that they're going to basically give some cheers to the ethnic history of the Italians and Belgian people. With Belgian bowling and bocce ball and some other things in the park.
Cool.
In Mishawaka, which I thought was really a neat idea. And Mayor David Wood very happy. So Dobrucki draws the walk, and that's the second of the inning, and that loads the bases with one out. And New Prairie turns over the lineup card, and here's Randy Robakowski.
Yeah, this is where Robakowski and New Prairie can really open up the game for sure. Back to the top of the lineup card.
First pitch strike. Line drive, base hit to left field. Elkhart playing in. Good pickup out there by Gabby Wagner. Holds it to 1 run, but an RBI single for Robakowski.
Yeah, Robakowski with a really nice job. Just going with that pitch, slapping it on a line out to left field, did exactly what she needed to do. Almost a seeing eye single out there, wasn't it?
Sure was. We're going to hear from Coach Matt Walker right now.
I'm looking for this season to be a season of growth. We're a young team. We have some experience back, which is great, but we got a bunch of newcomers in the starting lineup as well too. Up the middle, behind the dish, we have a sophomore, 2 freshmen, play middle infield, and we usually have a sophomore at center field. So anytime you play with youth, there's going to be some growing pains, but they're gritty ball players. And again, I'm pretty confident by the end of the season we'll be playing our best softball. So again, it's about growth this year and competing every day.
Leveling the playing.
So we just heard from first-year coach Matt Walker, and on cue, Emily Marunsky with a base-clearing triple. New Prairie up 5-0. And really, Craig, that kind of points out exactly what Coach Walker's talking about. He's got a very young team. They're going to have to do a lot of growth. First-year head coach trying to establish his culture, his way of doing things. And he feels his team's going to be a lot better by the end of the season than where they are right now.
Well, that's exactly right, and that's what you look for is progress and growth. Such a short season when you really think about it, and you really do have to make adjustments on the fly in this game by game, and they will learn and they will get better, and, you're pointing toward that sectional, certainly. Every team kind of has a half an eye on it. Boy, what a nice hit by Morinsky.
It was.
She pulled it just inside the bag down the left field line, cleared the bases. Morinsky now over at third.
One out. Bunt comes down over to first. Out is recorded. Morinsky scores. So an RBI for Chelminiak. And that makes it 6-0 New Prairie. But again, on that play, Keith, I think Steinmack made the right decision.
Oh, yeah. I agree.
Well, I stand corrected. She was safe. Oh, I thought he had her. So Chominiak's at first.
Batting for the Cougars,
She
number
beats
20,
it out.
Ava Geyer.
Ava Geyer is at the plate. And New Prairie already with 5 runs in the inning, looking to add on some more.
You could just see the experience of Marinsky, the senior, who was more than halfway down the line, it appeared.
She was indeed, no question. That's trouble. Falls in.
Ooh.
And we had a collision out there in short center field. Make sure everybody's okay. Natalie Smith, Gabby Wagner hustling, but a looper falls in for Geyer.
I mean, that's 4 straight times now that we've seen contact and almost the exact ideal location. The single that went out to left field past the shortstop, that triple inside the bag at third, the bang-bang play over at first, and now this one. I mean, they couldn't have thrown it out there any better and had it drop in.
No question. It looks like Coach Matt Walker's going to check on Natalie Smith, make sure she's okay, and can continue. Just give the young lady a little bit of a break and a conference in the circle. Natalie wants to stay in, and she will. But that's exactly right, Craig. You can tell from watching this New Prairie team, they're very aggressive. They run the bases. They have a real good approach at the plate, and that's why they're the defending state champions in 3A.
Yeah, it's fun to watch softball when it's executed the way New Prairie, even if you're pulling maybe for Elkhart, like most of us are, at least here in Elkhart. But you can always appreciate the play of a good opponent, and New Prairie really playing well right now.
So Maddie Gilpin at the plate as New Prairie is batted around here in the second.
And, Matt, you know, the Lions can learn a lot, can't they, when playing a team like New Prairie. Watching this upper-class senior, junior-laden team, you can learn a lot of things just by being in the heat of the competition.
No question. And next Wednesday, Elkhart will be right here hosting the Penn Kingsmen. And you learn, you have to raise that competitive level, and I think that's great for athletes to figure out what it's going to take. And to your point, look at that. Base hit, kind of a gapper trying to score, and scoring is Chalminiak. And that makes it 7-0 here at Elkhart.
Matt, that was a half swing. Look, she didn't take a full swing and placed it perfectly in left center.
She did indeed. Oh, my. Man. RBI for Gilpin. And Coach Walker looks like he's going to make a change perhaps. And that was amazing. Our friends from Bowling Vision Center. Amazing happens here. So far tonight, a lot of amazing for the Cougars. But again, Craig, to your point, when I see a game like this just shows you the level that you aspire to and what it takes, hard work and off-season work and playing softball and training to get to that level. Here's Coach Matt Walker.
New Prairie, I mean, they speak for themselves, returning state champions here. I'm looking forward to seeing how we step on the ball field and compete. Ava Geyer's not just one of the better pitchers in the area, but in the state. So I'm excited to see how my hitters approach her and just how we approach this battle in general. Like I said previously, it's about growth. We want to come out here and compete every pitch, every inning. So, you know, we'll just control what we can control, come out here and compete, and we'll see what happens.
Leveling the playing field. Brought to you by A1 Concrete Leveling.
And I'm looking at one media outlet. We're trying to remember where Ava Geyer is committed. And according to the first pop-up that I have, is that Ava has committed to Indiana State University in Terre Haute. And hopefully that's correct.
Now batting for the Cougars, number 54,
somebody else can
Emma
come in on us. But Anna Knight is in the circle now for Elkhart. First and second, one out here in the second. There's Anna, just a sophomore at Elkhart High School.
She's got a little zip on her fastball.
And I had a lot of talks with Coach Walker. He did a fine job, by the way, Craig, for JV basketball, for boys basketball. Line drive foul, 2 strikes. And talks about the importance of pitching. And they've had pitching clinics in the off-season. They focused on it. Preseason comments, we have to compete defensively, offensively. In softball, I think pitching probably has even more importance than baseball. Just because of the way the field is, the proximity of the bases, and where you're at in the circle relative to the plate.
Boy, it really comes down to throwing strikes, though, doesn't it?
Command is
Yes.
in both baseball and softball. And competitive pitches. But you have to have that command in the strike zone. And competitive pitches basically a euphemism for being around the plate, even when you miss. Off the left field, that's dropping. It will drop. We'll see if there's going to be a force play at third. There would have been. But Elkhart, again, that goes to Coach Walker's discussion, did not execute.
Another one of those seeing eye singles out to left field. And that's to take nothing away from New Prairie. They are just really on their game here tonight. But I'm telling you, we should have had 3 outs by now. It's been that close. Plays
No question.
with a little bit more could have been made. But for one reason or another, here you see a 7-0 ball game.
Nice play.
Very
first,
nice.
got her, double play. That's the type
nice.
of execution Coach Walker wants to see. That goes 5-3 on the double play, but in the inning, New Prairie with 6 big runs. We're going to go to the bottom of the second. It's New Prairie 7, Elkhart nothing. You are watching Elkhart High School baseball on Michiana Video.
Food and beverages are available at the concession stand. All profits are used to support Elkhart.
At OSMC, we're surgical and non-surgical experts for your bones, joints, muscles, and more. We take time with you. We listen, then offer you treatment options. You decide on the solution that's right for you. This straightforward approach sets OSMC apart. It's the way to care. Visit osmc.com or call to make your appointment with the Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Center at any of our 6 Michiana locations.
You've decided it's time for your kitchen remodel, and the next step is to call Modern Kitchen. We'll create a kitchen as special as you and your family's need, your personal style, giving you a whole new living experience. It becomes your family time, gather with your neighbors time, or just you time. From planning to completion, Modern Kitchen makes your project hassle-free, so you can redesign, remodel, and relax.
Hello folks, if you're looking to buy or sell quality new and used sporting goods, make sure to check out Play It Again Sports Elkhart by the Concord Mall. In the meantime, check us out here on Facebook or visit our website. Thanks for watching and best of luck to both teams.
Today's coverage is brought to you by Northside Auto CarQuest, Elkhart's auto repair experts, and by Modern Kitchen, redesign, remodel, and relax.
We're back at the Elkhart Athletics Complex. Lacey Steinmack batting cleanup. 1-1. And again, Craig, to your point, she had a rough night tonight in the circle. There was a couple plays that we could have made behind her, a couple bang-bang plays. But Lacey's going to be a big part of this lineup. She's a very good hitter, and she's going to be counted on in the circle this season.
Yeah, she has the ability. There's no doubt about it. Only a junior.
And nice play by Emily Morinski out in right field to record the out. Came in quickly.
Hey, talk about nice plays. What about the nice play of Gary Martin down in the trailer, huh? He is something else. He just reminded us he's not that good because he just missed the last replay. Boy, talk about perfect timing, huh?
He gets a lot of things right, our executive producer, Gary Martin. We also want to remind everybody, Michiana Mornings, showcasing Michiana businesses. Please contact Gary, as shown on ABC 57 on Saturdays at noon and 12:30. It's a great way to showcase your local business and reach a wide audience here in our community. 2 strikes now to Fiona Topolsky, 1 out here in the second. Oh, goodness. She was fooled and strikes out 2 to 3 on the put out.
You know, I'll put another plug in for Gary and put a plug in for a new show that we're creating, Gary and I. It's a faith and baseball show. It's called Intentional Walk. And we're going to be talking to big leaguers. Our first guest will be the former White Sox pitching coach Don Cooper on the show. And
well, that's a big guest.
Yeah, and we've got Chris Singleton lined up. He's going to be joining us from ESPN and Major League Baseball. Number of major leaguers, former big leaguers are going to be featured on that show that Gary Martin is producing for us. So be watching for it. Intentional Walk.
Well, that sounds like a tremendous show. Ball and 2 strikes. It was interesting, Craig, that you mentioned that. I was really pleased with Ken Fox from the Elkhart Truth.
Yes, I heard you talking about
to mention, because the young man, that's part of him, his faith. And so often we shy away from talking about faith, don't we?
Right.
As Escobedo strikes out. But in the inning, no runs, no hits, no errors. We're going to go to the top of the third. It's New Prairie 7, Elkhart nothing. You're watching Elkhart High School softball on Michiana Video.
Voted the #1 home and garden center. Discover Linton's Enchanted Gardens and explore 9 acres of family fun. Enjoy the free petting zoo, ride a swan paddle boat, walk on water inside an orb, mine for gems, ride a quad cycle, and so much more. Visit the area's largest home and garden center. Be inspired by all the beauty. Dine at the Garden Cafe. Easily accessible on County Road 17 in Elkhart, off the toll road or bypass. To plan your visit, go to littons.com.
Here at Hoosier Doggy Grooming, we think of every pet as family. We want your pet to have a positive experience and love coming to see us every time. We offer grooming for all breeds, big and small. We now offer a new technology called TheraClean. It deep cleans the skin by using microbubbles to get into the hair follicles and pull the dirt out, leaving a squeaky clean coat, along with overall coat health. We would love to add your pet to the Hoosier Doggy family. Set up your pet spa day today.
Back at Elkhart Athletic Complex, top of the third, and a night in the circle for Elkhart. And Michaela Willoughby at the plate for the Cougars. First pitch swinging. That's a drive over the head of Natalie Smith all the way to the fence, and a double for Willoughby.
Willoughby very aggressive at the plate, and for good reason. These guys are teeing off, aren't they?
They are. I just like the aggressiveness. We see the aggressiveness in every facet of their game, and that's one of the attractions of softball. Such a fast-paced game, and a smaller diamond, obviously, than baseball. But a lot of fun to watch. Bunting, foul. Maya Dobrucki. She's the 9th place hitter, up for the second time, just here in the third.
When you've got a team like New Prairie, you actually do have 2 leadoff hitters, don't you? When you consider Dobrucki, who's at the plate right now, then the top of the order, and Robakowski.
No question. You always want that 9th place hitter. You want a contact hitter, really, and you want somebody with some speed and that's able to handle the bat.
See, back when we played, Matt, when I was the number 9 hitter, I was there for a reason.
Strike. Oh.
But not anymore.
No, ball and 2 strikes.
Every slot is important, even the 9-hole.
That's correct. It was funny. I was an old traditionalist for a lot of years as far as the pitchers batting at the big league level, National League ball. But honestly, fly ball to center, Natalie Smith, she'll track it down for the out. But honestly, I like the DH all the way around because I think it's better for the game, more offense. You don't have the automatic out or a lot of pitchers because what happened was they just stopped taking batting practice. Very rarely did. They couldn't handle the bat. It was even difficult for them to lay down a bunt. You had very few what I would call good hitting pitchers. Swing and a miss for Rabakowski. You didn't see Don Newcomb or Bob Gibson up there anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I tell you, the DH has changed the game, but I would agree with you. I like it. And did you see where Matt Holliday's son was called up to the Orioles, I think today, or maybe it was yesterday?
You're exactly right. I saw that this morning, actually, so it probably did happen yesterday. But I look at MLB.com every day, and gets away from Bailey, and the runner will advance to third.
20 years old. I was watching his video, and oh, my goodness, can he hit and field?
Oh,
he is phenomenal.
He is phenomenal. It's going to be fun tonight to see some MLB highlights of the young man.
Not enough probably to make you an Oriole fan, though, right?
No, but I'm a Matt Holliday fan. He spent some time with the Cardinals.
Yes, he was a good one.
Mostly known for the Rockies, but spent a good time for the St. Louis Cardinals, my team. So 2-2.
Yeah, the Cardinals. Are they going to be okay this year?
Slapper again. Foul. They better be.
Mm-hmm.
It was interesting. There was some pundits that questioned giving an extension to Ali Mormal because the Cardinals had one of the worst seasons in about 20 years or so before La Russa was there probably. And why did you give the guy an extension when you just had such a rotten year?
Yeah.
It seemed questionable. But that's actually one team with a lot of good young players. The pitching is going to have to be the question for them.
Boy, it always comes down to pitching, doesn't it?
It does. Swinging, it's going to get the run in. So Rabakowski does her job. Willoughby scores. Second out recorded. And we have 2 outs here in the third.
Yeah, you got to get the out, and certainly we got that on a good play. Well executed. Just doing the fundamental things correctly.
Our friends from Northside CarQuest Auto Parts on County Road 6 in Elkhart.
You know, I saw the owner, Dan Kilburn, over the weekend. I tell you what, like you, Matt, Dan is such a great supporter of Elkhart, and his business has been behind what Gary Martin does downstairs for quite a while now.
He has.
Been a faithful supporter, and again, if you'd like to find out more about being a sponsor of these broadcasts, contact Gary Martin at Michiana Video.
Emily Morinsky at the plate. She had a 3-run triple in the second. And 2 strikes. Bases cleared. Took something off, but Emily wasn't biting. Ball and 2 strikes. And Anna was one of those ball players, Craig, who was really a stalwart on JV last year and getting some experience, just a sophomore. And Matt Walker really recognizing the need to develop pitching as we've been discussing.
Well, it's good that she got some experience last year because that'll pay off this year. And as we said earlier, the season goes by so quickly. The sophomores quickly become upperclassmen, and before you know it, Anna's going to be pitching out there like a junior or senior.
That is the question in spring sports. It's such a condensed season. Everything comes at you quick.
Mm-hmm.
Hard hit ball. Walker fields it.
Excellent.
And Morozinski beats it out. Emily with another base hit. She's 3 for 3.
I thought Walker might have had her. That was a nice play. That was a hot shot to short. Recovered nice and threw a seed over to first.
She did. Just a bang-bang play. Rosinski with some wheels. And a foul ball. Ella Chelminiak at the plate. A ball and a strike. 2 outs here in the third.
So who are the Cardinals playing tonight?
Should be the Phillies.
Oh, nice.
Nice pickup. And Knight to Escobedo for the third out. In the inning, though, New Prairie plates another run. We're going to go to the bottom of the third. It's New Prairie 8, Elkhart nothing. You're watching Elkhart High School softball on Michiana Video.
Premium Concrete is a locally owned family business in business since 2004. We're located just across the Elkhart River from Tom Kurth Field at 712 Richmond Street. Premium Concrete specializes in municipal and utility work, along with heavy industrial and commercial concrete projects. We're a proud member and supporter of this outstanding and diverse school system and community. Premium Concrete.
Today's coverage is brought to you by Northside Auto CarQuest, Elkhart's auto repair experts, and by Modern Kitchen, redesign, remodel, and relax.
We're back in Elkhart on the banks of the Elkhart River, just east of downtown. Anna Knight, who's now in the circle, is at the plate, facing Ava Geyer. Ava can bring it, Craig.
Yeah, no kidding.
Committed to Indiana State. Sycamore. The Sycamores just had a nice run in men's college basketball down in Terre Haute. Swing and a miss.
Did. I was looking at some of the video from one of their star players, I think the young man from, I want to say Mexico with the goggles. Well,
yes.
You probably know him better than I do. But
Robbie Avila.
Yeah. He's surprisingly good.
He is. He's quite a character. He has kind of a cult following.
Yeah. That's kind of what drew me into it.
So Anna struck out. 1 out here in the 8th. I saw some of the nicknames. Cream Abdul-Jabbar was one of them.
I saw that.
I thought that was neat. People had a lot of fun, but the young man can play.
You know, it wasn't fair to him because just before watching his play, I was watching Edie's highlight reel. And then I watched him, and the bodies are different, you know.
Yes.
The two guys are built totally different. But I'm telling you what, Avila, it's Avila.
Yes.
He flat can play.
He can. He's kind of an old school game, but he can hit the outside shot, good in the post and on the perimeter. This is Gabby Wagner at the plate. And one thing, it's going to be interesting for me, Craig, to see the second time through when Elkhart gets back to the top. If their approach is different, from seeing Ava throw the heater as Wagner strikes out.
She is bringing it right now. There's no doubt about it.
6 strikeouts so far tonight. Layla Topolsky will come to the plate.
Batting for the Elkhart Lions, number 10, Layla Topolsky.
Swing and a miss.
Boy, good location on that pitch, right in on the hands of Topolsky.
And that's what we talk about, just that command. She knows where to place the softball.
You know, Gary Martin, our producer, he and I were talking about baseball the other day. It's funny how you start talking about baseball and softball when you're with guys you kind of enjoy being around. And Gary was telling me about his playing days. And he said he was a leadoff hitter, and he loved being in that number 1 hole because he knew that first pitch was going to be laid right in there, and he'd tee off on it. He probably had a 700 batting average when going after the first pitch.
Well, at least he'd tell you that.
Yeah, it gets bigger and better every year.
It's like fishing stories.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. So Geyer strikes out the side. We're going to go to the top of the 4th here in Elkhart. It's New Prairie 8, the Elkhart High School Lions nothing. You're watching Elkhart High School softball on Michiana Video.
Voted the #1 home and garden center. Discover Linton's Enchanted Gardens and explore 9 acres of family fun. Enjoy the free petting zoo. Ride a swan paddle boat. Walk on water inside an orb. Mine for gems. Ride a quad cycle. And so much more. Visit the area's largest home and garden center. Be inspired by all the beauty. Dine at the Garden Cafe. Easily accessible on County Road 17 in Elkhart. Off the toll road or bypass. To plan your visit, go to littons.com.
Today's coverage is brought to you by OSMC, with 6 Michiana locations to serve you, and Bargain Right Thrift Store, supporting local educators in Elkhart County.
Back in Elkhart, Craig Wall and I talking about some baseball, talking about some softball. At Northwood team last night, Craig, really the biggest thing is all the way down the lineup. No breathers.
Yeah, it's a good team. We saw them last year, and we felt like they were maybe a year away from being really good.
Ava Geyer's at the plate. Strike 2. Ava, as we mentioned, committed to Indiana State. She's the cleanup hitter. She's 1 for 2 tonight. And out recorded.
You know,
right field.
You were talking earlier, Matt, about softball and how popular it's become as we look at the replay here. Geyer flying to right field. I was talking to an older gentleman just the other day, and he was telling me how much he enjoys watching softball, girls, women's softball. And I think the reason he likes it so much is because the game has come along so far. You know, it's really gotten to the place where there's talent at every spot on the diamond. And like you've said, too, the pitching has been phenomenal, even here tonight. So they put a lot of time and effort in it.
And
it's fun to watch.
Yeah, it is. And that's an excellent point. Caitlin Clark has been a big person, a cultural person this year, but really, and maybe it goes all the way back to Title IX to a large degree of giving young women an opportunity to play. And then over time, generationally, we've gotten to the point where people really understand and appreciate the athletic ability of these young women. And I have 2 girls and 1 boy, and my girls did their sports. My son did his sports. They did their activities. It's a modern era. But to your point, the product has improved so much at every level because of that recognition. Out recorded there. So 2 outs for the Lions, and we always harken back to our friend Phyllis Tubbs and all the fine work that she did, and Pat Roy from the IHSA and others, to be pioneers and really bring girls sports, we're in high school, girls sports to the forefront and give it the proper attention that it deserves.
Growing up, it was just boys sports, and back in the 70s when I played, we didn't have a varsity softball team. Shortly after I left, that was introduced, and it's a shame, isn't it, when you look back to think of all those great girl athletes that didn't have a chance to play softball back then.
Oh, it's just lost opportunity, and which is really unfortunate. And it still sticks with Phyllis, and I'm sure it does with a lot of other women of that era and before. Goodness gracious, in Iowa, for girls basketball, high pop fly. We'll continue this discussion, I hope, in the next inning, which is what I want to do. How about that? 3 up, 3 down.
Nice.
We're going to go to the bottom of the 4th. It's New Prairie 8, Elkhart nothing. You're watching Elkhart High School softball on Michiana Video.
Hey, welcome to One Stop Furniture and Mattress. You've come to the right place. Here at One Stop Furniture, we offer everything from dining rooms, living rooms, bedrooms, including mattresses, and so much more. We really are your one-stop shop for all of your home needs. And your biggest benefit, besides excellent prices, we hold inventory of most items and we'll sell to you straight off the showroom floor. No waiting months for your order. Give us a call at 574-322-2012.
Image Motors in Elkhart and Mishawaka. We pay cash for your car. We sell clean, service cars that you can depend on. You can find us in Elkhart on State Road 19 and in Mishawaka on McKinley Avenue. Image Motors. See us today.
At OSMC, we're orthopedic experts who take time with you. We listen, then offer you treatment options. You decide on the solution that's right for you. This straightforward approach sets OSMC apart. It's the way to care.
Today's coverage is brought to you by OSMC, with 6 Michiana locations to serve you, and Bargain Right Thrift Store, supporting local educators in Elkhart County.
We're back in Elkhart, going to the bottom of the 4th. Top of the order here, Natalie Smith takes ball 1. My story was Caitlin Clark kind of drew a nerve with me because in Iowa, in girls basketball, Craig, back in the day, they would have 3 offensive players, 3 defensive players. You couldn't cross midcourt, so you had to get the ball over to your teammate.
Yeah.
And the reason they did that, they thought it was too exhausting for girls to run up and down the court. But the interesting part was it really grew in popularity in Iowa. It took them some time just to say, we're going to play conventional basketball.
Very interesting.
Yes, and true. 2 balls.
Can you imagine Caitlin
playing
Caitlin that kind of game when she plays every minute of every game and doesn't seem to be bothered by it?
And that's a 50s and 60s type thing.
Yeah.
But that was a long time ago. But that's just the point of how far
the game's come.
Absolutely. Yep. So Natalie Smith works ahead, 3 balls and a strike.
No, you mentioned you have 2 daughters, and same here, and I'm just so thankful they were able to play and compete in a couple of different 2-3 sports. It's really helped them. You look back now, and I talk to people all the time about the connection between sports, athletics, and just being a responsible adult.
No question.
And it's part of the learning experience that's as important, I think, as the academic side. They go hand in glove.
I talk about it all the time, Craig. I usually summarize it in discipline, responsibility, accountability.
Yeah.
All basic adult traits that you have to do. You have to show up. You have to have responsibilities. You have to be accountable to others, accountable to your family, most of all, accountable to yourself. And if you have a faith, accountable to God.
Yep. Yeah, it's a very important part of our culture, and I just love the fact that Elkhart is committed so much into supporting these teams and making them as good as they can be.
How about that? That's a nice piece of hitting right there. Base hit. You're going to have to cancel the post-game show now, Keith. Craig, that's just the way it will go sometimes. But
yep.
The perfect game fell by the wayside with Natalie Smith and then Ava Walker with a clean base hit to break up the no-hitter. Elkhart, how about this? Trouble a-brewing.
You forecast it. Matt, you were talking about seeing this pitcher another time or two, and now we're getting our timing down a little bit better.
First pitch ball. Bailey Harris Rogers. Runners on first and second. Nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth. There's Ava Geyer. Sycamore commitment. High heater. Swing and a miss.
She knows what she's doing out there, doesn't she?
She really does. Ooh.
Wow. Here it is. Come and get it.
Yep. Ball and 2 strikes. Just a little quicker, Bailey. There you go. Straight back. Ball and 2 strikes.
I don't know if you heard Coach Hurley talking after the UConn win the other night, thanking the administration and University of Connecticut for the resources they provide to help the team do as well as they do. And, getting back to Elkhart supporting their teams, it's very important, to be there for these student athletes. And, when Buck was up here earlier working those long hours along with Jackie and all the others, they are totally sold out, aren't they? And helping these young people be as good as they can ever become.
No question. As Bailey Harris Rogers strikes out. And interestingly, Craig, before the ball game, I was having a discussion with Buck, and Buck says, hey, there's a lot of things happening. Talk about resources. Our new soccer field over at the main high school campus will open this fall. The Elkhart Health and Strength facility finally approved.
Yes.
Which will open basically next fall, in the fall of 25. But an Elkhart Health and Strength coach added this school year.
See, that's what you need. You need that not only to compete, but to get over the top.
Correct.
Yep.
Adding another athletic trainer. We're going to have an elementary AD, Trevon Curry, the new head football coach.
I like him.
At Elkhart. So all those things are in place, and they've worked very diligently. And I want to give And on cue, here's Buck. I was just talking about all the exciting things happening in the Elkhart Community Schools, Buck.
I don't know if we've got a microphone on for Buck or not, but we'll work on that.
Gary's got him on.
Okay,
High
good.
fly ball that's caught. Dobrucki out in left field, so 2 outs on the fly out by Stymek. So 2 outs, 2 on.
Now batting for the Elkhart Lions.
Yeah, Buck, congratulations on all that you're doing to help support these student athletes. My goodness, you guys are
thank you.
pouring a lot of resources into these facilities. I love it.
Yes, good things are happening. A lot of traction in Elkhart right now.
Fiona Topolsky at the plate. 2 outs. And one thing I'd be remiss, I came back from spring break, and he's actually been here for more than a month, but We also want to give a Michiana video welcome to Dr. Larry Huff, the new superintendent of schools for the Elkhart Community Schools. And we want to embrace Dr. Huff and wish him all the best. And so far, Craig, I have to tell you, all the community people I talked to, very impressed by him. And we're going to have a circle visit here. Derek Hicks, he's off to a nice start and building relationships here in the community, Buck.
Oh, absolutely. Things are moving in a positive direction. As you probably just said before I came up here, some real good things happening in athletics, both with personnel and with facilities. So we're very excited to see what the future holds.
You were just on cue because I made sure you had your list for me, and I didn't want to forget it. And so I was going through it, and here you bound up the stairs, but very much excited. And the second athletic trainer, we haven't talked about that yet.
Yeah, that's
again,
pretty
something
cool.
very important for our student athletes.
Yeah, with the size of our campus being a 5-mile circumference, just tonight we have JV baseball at the main campus, tennis, softball, and track all going on here. It's just too much for one person to handle.
So Topolsky swings and misses 1 and 2.
Well, Buck, I've mentioned this a few times, but my daughter went into athletic training, and I got a chance to watch her through her career. And I can't imagine having just one athletic trainer, a school the size of Elkhart.
Right.
You need 2 or 3, probably, right?
Yeah, we definitely keep them busy. We want to keep our kids participating, so it's good to have that support.
Ball low 2 and 2 to Fiona Topolsky.
Matt, I was down watching this young lady pitch. I played a lot of softball, and she's living on that rise ball, and she starts it just above waist high. By the time it gets there, it's in their eyes. But, boy, they are digging and swinging.
They are indeed. And Topolsky fans to end the inning. In the inning, no runs. There was 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left. We're going to go to the top of the 5th here in Elkhart. New Prairie 8, Elkhart nothing.
Voted the #1 home and garden center. Discover Linton's Enchanted Gardens and explore 9 acres of family fun. Enjoy the free petting zoo, ride a swan paddle boat, walk on water inside an orb, mine for gems, ride a quad cycle, and so much more. Visit the area's largest home and garden center. Be inspired by all the beauty. Dine at the Garden Cafe. Easily accessible on County Road 17 in Elkhart, off the toll road or bypass. To plan your visit, go to littons.com.
Looking for a Medicare plan's easy, right? If you like reviewing dozens of plans all by yourself. Or you can turn to Health Markets and let your local licensed insurance agent help make it easier to find the right plan for you. Working together, we'll help you compare a range of plans in your area and find the one that fits your needs and budget. The Medicare annual enrollment period is here. Call the number on your screen to talk with your local Health Markets agent today.
We're back at Elkhart. 8-0, top 5.
Matt, who's on the mound for us right now?
That is Anna Knight. And number 10, Addie Luther, is at the plate. Addie and her sister Emma on the squad for the Cougars.
She's got some nice movement.
Yeah, she's really settled down here.
So track is busy tonight, Buck?
Yes, track is very busy. We got a 3-way going on over there with the girls and the boys. Adams and Riley running against the Lions. Full slate of events.
Exciting time of the year for you, isn't it?
Very, very much.
There's never a dull moment for sure.
Yeah, you talk about how busy the athletic trainers are. Talk about the schedule of athletic directors.
Oh, my.
My goodness.
Yes.
And I don't see any gray.
No, there's some up there, let me tell you. Some sleepless nights, but good things happening.
Ball's picked up. Throw over to first, not in time. Hard hit ball.
Tough chance. Got a glove on it. But, again, as quick as this game plays, you've got to make that first attempt out at first. And couldn't quite do it.
Layla Topolsky over at third base. And tough chance.
Yep.
But you got to make that immediately. And Addie Luther got down the line pretty well. Pop up, first pitch swinging. Who's going to get it? And that's Fiona Topolsky for the out.
Hey, Buck, we were talking about New Prairie and their hitting here tonight. But how many hits have you seen tonight that have just been, inches from being an out?
Sure.
One after another, after another, after another.
Softball's a game of inches. You were just talking earlier, just a couple of minutes ago, about if you don't field it clean, this game's so fast, you're probably not going to get a second chance. Same thing with hits.
Yeah.
So Kendra Willoughby, again another sister combination for New Prairie. She'll pinch hit.
Cougars number 17, Kendra Willoughby.
Kendra Willoughby. Kendra is a senior at New Prairie High School. And she's pitch hitting in the 9 spot. Ball 1. And we also have spring football going on right now if you're not in a spring sport.
Yeah, tonight, Matt, the foul ball down the left field line.
Or how does that work, Buck? Can you participate in spring football even if you're in another sport if you have the time?
You could. We have, but most of our coaches support multi-sport athletes, so they're telling them to go play their sport. Tonight was the flag football introductory and camp night.
Yes.
At the high school. So all of the 13 elementaries and Elkhart community schools were invited over to go through some drills and learn some basics about football.
And I think our friend Keith Bieber is there too. A ball and 2 strikes to Kendra Willoughby. 1 out here in the 5th.
Come on, turn one over here and let's get out of this inning.
A slapper.
Go one,
and
go one,
caught.
go one. You got time.
Yes.
That's Stymek out there. Double play. How about that?
Double play the hard way.
The second twin killing of the night for Elkhart. Hopefully Gary got that replay for us, Craig. We'll see.
He doesn't miss a thing.
He doesn't miss a thing. But we're going to come back. So you're watching Elkhart High School softball on Michiana Video. After 4.5, it's New Prairie 8, Elkhart nothing. We'll be right back.
Here at A1 Concrete Leveling, we pride ourselves on our experts who will do whatever it takes to restore your concrete to its original condition. We hydraulically pump either a mud concrete mixture or an environmentally friendly polyurethane compound. As soon as we're done, we patch up and you're all set. A1 is here to make the process as simple and clean as possible. A1 Concrete Leveling.
Today's game is brought to you by Bowling Vision Center. Amazing happens here. And A1 Concrete Leveling. Don't replace your concrete, repair it.
We'll be back on.
At bat for the Lions, number 16, Lily Escobedo.
Here's the replay of that double play to end the inning, Craig.
Isn't this special? Throwing back behind the runner. You still have to execute, don't you, Buck?
Hey, good heads-up play.
Mm-hmm.
Good play by the first baseman to handle that ball.
Escobedo over there. And she's at the plate. 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Liliana had a home run earlier in the season, but Kay's there.
Batting for the Elkhart Lions, number 4, Anna Knight.
Anna Knight will step to the plate. Anna's done a nice job in the circle tonight. First pitch low and in.
Well, Buck, you've done a great job getting these fields in good shape. I'm really impressed with this softball diamond out here.
Greg Dennis and his crew, and of course the coaches work real hard to take care of their facilities.
They really become like a child of theirs.
They do. They do. I know you understand that well.
Yeah. Coaches do adopt their fields. You know, Craig Sears did a good job down through the years.
Sure did.
It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Matt, I'm looking forward to you broadcasting a boys soccer game this fall, because that field is going to be a premier soccer field, all grass with a stadium that seats 4,000. You got to love that.
It looks great. I was just out there, obviously last night, but I actually took a good look at it about a week ago during the break, and I'm excited for our soccer program.
Scoreboard is supposed to arrive tomorrow.
Popped up. And a quick play there by the second baseman, Willoughby.
A lot of spin on that ball, not as easy as it looks, right?
No question. That was a spinner. 1 out. Now, pardon me, 2 outs now. Gabby Wagner at the plate. Squares to bunt. Actually, that is Denasia. That's Denasia. That's Denasia Jackson. Pardon me. Denasia is a senior at Elkhart High School. Swing and a miss.
Two strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the 5th.
Right back to the pitcher. Geyer handles it, and she'll throw her out for the 3rd out. We're going to go to the top of the 6th here in Elkhart. On Michiana Video, it's New Prairie 8, Elkhart nothing. We'll be back after these messages.
You've decided it's time for your kitchen remodel, and the next step is to call Modern Kitchen. We'll create a kitchen as special as you and your family's need, your personal style, giving you a whole new living experience. It becomes your family time, gather with your neighbors time, or just you time. From planning to completion, Modern Kitchen makes your project hassle-free, so you can redesign, remodel, and relax.
Here at Hoosier Doggy Grooming, we think of every pet as family. We want your pet to have a positive experience and love coming to see us every time. We offer grooming for all breeds, big and small. We now offer a new technology called TheraClean. It deep cleans the skin by using microbubbles to get into the hair follicles and pull the dirt out, leaving a squeaky clean coat, along with overall coat health. We would love to add your pet to the Hoosier Doggy family. Set up your pet spa day today.
We're back in Elkhart. First pitch strike.
Matt, that's the pitch he throws there is a backdoor drop ball. You'll see that thing start out in the right-handed batter's box and come down.
Yep.
It's a nice little pitch.
Robakowski at the plate. And when Craig and I were talking before he came back up, Buck, it's that Matt Walker has really placed a premium on pitching training, trying to develop pitching. And I'm of the opinion, as much as we always say pitching is so important in baseball, that it's even more important in softball.
Isn't that the truth? Your team goes as your pitching goes.
1 and 2. There's a good look at Anna. Swing and a miss. That was like a little change-up right there.
I was going to say, I'm not sure if that was supposed to be a change-up, but it sure worked.
That was beautiful.
At for New Prairie.
Tell you, you talk about the incremental improvements that a team makes not only during a season but during a game, and I've seen some progress here already.
Absolutely.
Hard hit ball. Rosinski on her way to second with a stand-up double. And she has a perfect night. She's 4 for 4.
Boy, they can hit, can't they?
They can. She turned on that pitch.
Yeah.
That
Drove it
young
down the
lady,
left field line all the way to the fence.
There's a lot of velocity of that ball coming off that bat.
Ella Chelminiak.
Yeah, playing the hot corner, you don't even see that ball go past you.
Ella Chelminiak at the plate. First pitch swinging, base hit up the middle. Quickly fielded, missed the cutoff man. And unfortunately, that's going to make a base for Chelminiak.
At the plate for the Cougars.
So the Cougars have something going here in the 6th. Ava Geyer at the plate. 1 out. Runners on second and third. First pitch swinging.
Come and get it.
Looper.
Come and get it.
And dropped. 1 runner scores. No force in play. And so that was a tough chance. I think that's a hit for Ava. So 9-0 New Prairie.
You know, Matt, if she makes that play right there, it's another double play because the girl at third failed the tag.
I saw that.
And would have got out of that traffic jam.
That was a tough one. I think, is that Denasia out there in left field?
It is.
Yeah, because she came in for Gabby. Yep.
Another one of those situations where, man, another 6, 8, 10 inches, it would have been a routine fly or soft liner.
So it looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter perhaps for Gilpin. Derek Hicks trying to get a lot of girls in the game tonight. Number 28, Emma Harris, will come to the plate.
Now batting for the Cougars, number 28, Emma Harris.
Harris, a sophomore, facing the right-hander Anna Knight. Second pitcher of the game for Matt Walker.
First pitch swinging. That sounds familiar. Topolsky records the out over to Escobedo. 2 outs, runners advance. Elkhart trying to keep him here.
Batting for the Cougars, number 54, Emma Luther.
Emma Luther will stand in. First pitch is low. But to your point, Craig, it's just like Anna Knight out there. I think Anna's going to gain a lot of confidence coming up. Just a sophomore, not very limited varsity experience. And she just pounded her glove after a really nice pitch and a swing and a miss. That she's going to gain that confidence as we go through her. And it is so condensed, it comes at you so quick. But that's going to pay dividends for these Lions.
Mm-hmm.
Swing and a miss, 1 and 2.
Well, she's doing a steady job out there, don't you think, Buck?
She has. She's done a nice job. She's moving the ball around, changing speeds.
Yeah.
You know, as she grows, she'll change her positioning on the mound so that when she's throwing certain pitches, she'll get better angle. Nice play, Walker.
Walker, how about that? The young freshman throws her out. That will end the inning. Only 1 run for New Prairie as Elkhart escapes further damage. We're going to go to the bottom of the 6th. It's New Prairie 9, Elkhart nothing on Michiana Video.
At OSMC, we're surgical and non-surgical experts for your bones, joints, muscles, and more. We take time with you. We listen, then offer you treatment options. You decide on the solution that's right for you. This straightforward approach sets OSMC apart. It's the way to care. Visit osmc.com or call to make your appointment with the Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Center at any of our 6 Michiana locations.
Hey, welcome to One Stop Furniture and Mattress. You've come to the right place. Here at One Stop Furniture, we offer everything from dining rooms, living rooms, bedrooms, including mattresses, and so much more. We really are your one-stop shop for all of your home needs. And your biggest benefit, besides excellent prices, we hold inventory of most items and we'll sell to you straight off the showroom floor. No waiting months for your order. Give us a call at 574-322-2012.
Hello folks, if you're looking to buy or sell quality new and used sporting goods, make sure to check out Play It Again Sports Elkhart by the Concord Mall. In the meantime, check us out here on Facebook or visit our website. Thanks for watching and best of luck to both teams.
He's a great guy.
We're back in Elkhart, bottom of the 6th. Coming out of the timeout, I want to give a kudos because he is an Elkhart legend, Mr. Dave Duthie.
Mm-hmm.
He has impacted thousands of people in this community.
Well, I get to see Dave about every morning, about 6:30 or 7.
That's awesome.
You know, when you get to be our age, you take your time. I mean, the older you get, the more dogs you stop and talk to.
That's right.
Little old ladies you help across the street. But it's still fun. And Dave can tell a story.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness. He's got a lot of them. Layla Topolsky at the plate.
And he remembers.
He remembers everybody.
Yeah, Brian Buckley especially.
Huh.
He remembers how hard you played as a baseball player. I remember that. That's what he told me.
Topolsky fouls it back 2-2.
Sure would like to see the Lions get that goose egg off the scoreboard, Matt.
I would too, and Craig makes a really good point. I mean, you kind of see the progress through the game. We talk about, you know, beginning of the season, end of the season, but it's incremental to watch this. And she lays off the high heat. The riser, full count. Draws the walk.
Good eye. That's a hard one to take, but she did. She took it.
Natalie Smith now
batting for the Lions, number
the
1,
leadoff
Natalie
batter.
Smith.
What about the crowd here tonight, Buck?
Hey, we got a nice crowd.
This is really cool.
Nice crowd. A lot of people over at track tonight, too. I went over there, and we had a lot of folks watching our track crew.
And from last season, Buck, both Adams and Riley have good participation. They bring a contingent and a lot of high expectations for Elkhart track, particularly on the boys' side this year.
Yeah, I think that the girls' team has shown a lot of improvement. They have a good size group participating. You know, we're up 70, 80, 90 kids.
That's awesome.
And then our boys' group is up over 100, and they have some signs of some real talent.
And on the 2-0, Natalie Smith trying to slap it.
We're back at the top of the order, correct, Matt?
That's correct. Leadoff hitter for the Lions, Natalie, just a sophomore. But again, another one of those young players that Matt Walker was talking about in his interviews. Takes the ball. 3 balls and a strike.
Well, Buck, you want to be strong up through the middle, and boy, you talk about the underclassmen and Smith and Walker. This is really the future of this program, isn't it?
It is, and if I'm not mistaken, I think our catcher's a sophomore.
I'm going to check. I think she is.
Is that correct?
Yes, Bailey is.
Yeah, Bailey's a sophomore, and she swings the bat well.
She does,
yeah.
and didn't play much catcher last year, but doing a nice job this year. She played mostly outfield last year as a freshman, but she saw a lot of activity, and she always sees that she has a lot of confidence at the plate. Swing and a miss, strikeout as Smith K's for the first out. Ava Walker. The other thing that I think that's interesting too, Buck, is Walker, a right-handed thrower, left-handed batter. and so is Natalie Smith, I believe. I think Natalie's right-handed as well. So they go to the Sherwood School of Softball, right?
There you go. You're exactly right. Throw right, hit left.
I'm going to make my child into a left-handed hitter because there's obvious advantages to it. I was lucky enough to have a natural left-hander as a son, so I didn't have to bother with it.
That's right. You sure did. Hockey playing baseball player.
And football player, yeah. 2 balls and a strike.
Pretty good left-hander coming to Elkhart this summer to talk, Pete Rose.
Yeah, I saw that.
How about that? Of course, he hit both ways, didn't he?
Well, I was going to say he's a switch hitter, Buck. Come on.
He hit both ways. That's
and he's a right-handed thrower.
That's right.
2-2. The biggest ball player that I can think of that is a left-handed thrower or a right-handed batter is Ricky Henderson, going back in the annals of baseball.
George Brett.
Well, he's right-handed, left-handed. I'm saying
Oh,
left-handed. I'm saying right-handed thrower, left-handed batter. I'm just the opposite. Left-handed thrower, right-handed batter.
Oh yeah,
Ricky Henderson.
That's pretty rare, isn't it?
Very rare. And he's the only one I can think of. Here's Bailey Harris Rogers, who we were just talking about earlier. First pitch swinging. That's trouble.
She just missed that.
And caught out there in right field by Emily Brzezinski, who's having quite a night for New Prairie. Elkhart fails to score. We're going to go to the top of the 7th. It's New Prairie 9, Elkhart nothing. You're watching Elkhart High School baseball on Michiana Video.
I keep trying to get a
Make this spring all about enjoying the experience. When you ride on your new Ferris commercial mower featuring patented suspension technology, you'll have more than freshly manicured grass. You'll experience productivity and comfort like never before. And because you won't be slowing down for those rough spots, you'll mow more lawn in less time. Ferris, experience suspension.
Hello folks, if you're looking to buy or sell quality new and used sporting goods, make sure to check out Play It Again Sports Elkhart by the Concord Mall. In the meantime, check us out here on Facebook or visit our website. Thanks for watching and best of luck to both teams.
At OSMC, we're orthopedic experts who take time with you. We listen, then offer you treatment options. You decide on the solution that's right for you. This straightforward approach sets OSMC apart. It's the way to care.
Today's game is brought to you by Bowling Vision Center. Amazing happens here. And A1 Concrete Leveling. Don't replace your concrete, repair it.
Thank you, Buck. Good seeing you.
We're back in Elkhart, sharing a laugh with Brian Buckley, co-athletic director at Elkhart High School.
So you've known Brian for a long time, and it's always been Buck, huh?
It's always been Buck. And now that I think about it, it's, like I said, since we're 9 years old, that we've known each other. And Buck actually lived, a bicycle ride away from me, about a mile away.
I got to meet Buck's mother
about
a year ago. Yeah,
Beautiful
what a
lady.
delightful gal.
She is a delightful lady. A ball and a strike. Base hit. That's Kerrigan Evans with the base hit here in the 7th. Line drive.
So everybody knew Buck was going to be something special when he grew up, right? Back then?
No question about it. He's one of those fellows, Craig, he has a kid, adults would say charisma. First pitch swinging, pop-up, caught by the shortstop, Walker, 1 out. But always had leadership qualities. He's smart, common sense. And you know what the other thing is? He's kind to people, which is a great trait. But he's kind to people, you'd be hard-pressed to find somebody more competitive than him.
Yeah, I've learned a whole lot about his competitiveness here in the last few months. People that have told me stories about Buck as a player.
Well, it's just like Mr. Duthie talking about how hard he plays. This is another way of saying competitiveness to me.
Yeah.
A ball and a strike. His dad, by the way, was a tremendous softball pitcher, fast-pitch softball pitcher. And one of the things we liked to do back in the 70s was go watch him play softball at Riverview Park, which was really close to Buck's home. Probably a block or two away, actually. A ball and 2 strikes, and I'm sure a lot of folks listening in, watching this, fond memories of softball at Riverview Park in Elkhart.
Oh, yeah.
Walker comes up with it, gets one, and again, Ava Walker.
She can peck it out there.
Flashing the leather out there. So gets the force. 2 outs here in the 7th.
Batting for the Cougars, number 9, Randy Robakowski.
So Randy Robakowski comes up for the 5th time tonight here in the top of the 7th. 2 outs. And that ball, good play by Bailey behind the plate. Bailey Harris-Rogers. She's really looked good behind there tonight. So to your point, Craig, there's a lot of positives you can take away from this ball game.
Definitely.
And this is the first game since spring break for Elkhart. Ball low, 2 balls.
You know, back to Buck, we got to thank Brian Buckley, Mr. Buckley, and Jackie Rost and the entire Elkhart High School for helping us with our Elkhart County Miracle Baseball program and providing a beautiful place for us to play here this summer inside the Elkhart Athletic Complex. We're looking forward to it here at American Park.
It's really going to be a wonderful summer of baseball. I really encourage Northern League action. Come out and support your local team. An exciting brand of baseball. Greg and I were talking about a couple nights ago. These are baseball diehards. This is their passion, and you'll see it on the field. Runner goes. Doesn't matter. And walk. So first and second, 2 outs. And Craig, make sure that we have a different folks watching tonight. First ball game for the Miracle, first home opener. When will that be?
Yeah, the first game of the season is May 27th. It's on the road at Griffith. Our first home date is June 6th, right out here at the Elkhart Athletic Complex. Our game times are 6 o'clock. That's 6 p.m. Eastern, except for Sunday games. Our home dates on Sunday begin at 2 o'clock.
And just to remind everybody, the Elkhart Athletic Complex is adjacent to the former Elkhart Central High School, now the Elkhart High School Freshman Division. A beautiful ballpark and beautiful facility to enjoy Northern League baseball.
Yeah, we could not be more pleased, honestly. The more times I come out here, the more I'm just blown away by it, Matt. And thinking about all the possibilities out here. I mean, you've got parking, you've got a clean environment, you've got the beautiful Elkhart River surrounding the ballpark. You've got a great concession stand, a press box, great concourse for fans to come out with their families. We're putting in a new pitcher's mound out there this spring, brand new pitcher's mound. We're doing some work on the infield. It's going to be really nice.
Well, how about that? That's pretty darn nice. Strikeout to end the inning. We're going to go to the bottom of the 7th. It's Elkhart down 9. Final chance. You're watching Elkhart High School softball on Michiana Video.
Premium Concrete is a locally owned family business in business since 2004. We're located just across the Elkhart River from Tom Kurth Field at 712 Richmond Street. Premium Concrete specializes in municipal and utility work, along with heavy industrial and commercial concrete projects. We're a proud member and supporter of this outstanding and diverse school system and community. Premium Concrete.
Hello folks, if you're looking to buy or sell quality new and used sporting goods, make sure to check out Play It Again Sports Elkhart by the Concord Mall. In the meantime, check us out here on Facebook or visit our website. Thanks for watching and best of luck to both teams.
At OSMC, we're orthopedic experts who take time with you. We listen, then offer you treatment options. You decide on the solution that's right for you. This straightforward approach sets OSMC apart. It's the way to care.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Health Markets, health coverage that's right for you. And Kreider's Mowers, Blowers, and Growers, serving the Michiana area since 1971.
Nothing.
Doesn't feel like a 9-0 game, really.
Well, there was a 6-run outburst in the second for the Cougars, but it's been a very competitive softball game.
You take that inning away, and it's a 3-0 ball game. That's kind of the way it's felt to me.
No question. Lacey Stymack at the plate for Elkhart.
Well, let's credit New Prairie for coming with their A game here tonight, and what a job Ava Geyer has done.
She has indeed, as Stymack strikes out. That's the 13th K of the evening for Geyer.
Now batting for the Elkhart Lions, number 5, Fiona Topolsky.
Fiona Topolsky comes up, and should mention that Elkhart will be playing at Goshen on Friday, non-conference game. New Prairie has a non-conference game against River Valley coming up. And Craig, you're right. I think New Prairie had a little bit of steam coming out of their ears after last night's ball game. It was a conference game against St. Joe, and they lost 6-1. New Prairie, St. Joseph, and Penn really the favorites in the Northern Indiana Conference, and so they've really played an impressive brand of softball tonight for sure.
In championship teams, they know how to flush a defeat like that and just get it out of the system. Short memory, you can't carry that into the next game, and boy, they've played like a champion tonight.
No question. So Elkhart down to the last out. Escobedo coming to the plate. Elkhart with a single hit so far tonight. Swing and a miss.
I think Buck alluded to it, but the job tonight by the right-handed pitcher, she's in and out. Her command is unreal.
Ava Geyer, as we mentioned, to commit to Indiana State University on this ball club. She's really been impressive. 2 strikes. Heater high on the riser.
Ooh.
I'm sure that hit the bat. It apparently hit the bat.
Mm-hmm.
Liliana didn't screech or beg.
Yeah. Umpire made a quick call on it. He knew right away.
I think it hit the knob.
Yeah.
Fouled out of play. A little quicker, Lily. Just a little quicker. Well, he's a 4-year varsity player for Elkhart. Takes it high. Count runs full. Yeah, pardon me, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fouled off again.
Yeah, she's hanging in there.
Lily is battling. The other thing that I like about softball that distinguishes it from baseball, I like the line ball. I really do in this for softball. Ball low. Now it runs full.
Yeah, there's a lot of things to like about this game. No doubt about it.
As you mentioned, such a nice crowd tonight here in Elkhart.
Good eye, Lily.
Escobedo draws the walk. Good at bat.
Oh, very good at bat. Are you kidding? Down 9-0, you know, maybe thinking, there's nothing to play for out here now, but not if you're Lily.
No, you want to be competitive every pitch. And retrieving some softballs now after that battle. Anna Knight stands in for Elkhart.
Just made our order of baseballs yesterday.
Oh, I bet that was good to do. It's fun to do. A little roller, and that will do it here in Elkhart as Knight grounds out. So the final score is New Prairie 9, Elkhart nothing. New Prairie with 9 runs on 12 hits. Elkhart no runs on 1 hit. The start of the game for the Cougars, certainly Ava Geyer. And also you have to mention Ava had 14 strikeouts, but Emily Mrozinski with a 4-for-5 night, scoring 2 runs, 3 RBIs. She had a nice night for the Cougars and Coach Derek Hicks as they improved to 1-1 in the NIC, and they improved to 3-1 overall. Elkhart falls 1-3 overall in their first NIC game of the season. Craig, any other comments or analysis from watching tonight's ball game?
I like what Matt Walker is doing with this young team. I know they're going to win some games here this year. I love the way they battle. They are very competitive, and like Buck mentioned, they are strong up through the middle. The top third of that lineup, Smith, Walker, and Harris Rogers, 1, 2, and 3 on the card. I mean, those are really exciting players.
No question, and really Matt Walker is going to build a culture here. He's going to build a team, again, real active on the club level, travel level, development level, to grow the program here at Elkhart High School. And as you mentioned, more resources, as Buck mentioned, I should say, more resources being poured in for our student athletes. The future is very bright in Elkhart.
Agree.
There's our upcoming schedule on Michiana Video, and of course you can watch us on the WSBT media platforms. We'll be back here next Wednesday to welcome the Penn Kingsmen. The following day, a non-conference game against the Edwardsburg Eddies here in Elkhart. And then on Friday night, that'll be fun. The Michigan City Wolves come to Elkhart for a 6 o'clock start, and we'll bring you all the exciting action over at Elkhart High School. And then on Monday, we'll play the South Bend Washington Panthers over at the main campus of Elkhart High School. So watch us, like us, and follow us on Facebook. And you can, again, watch us on the WSBT stations. Also want to make sure that we mention Michiana Morning, showcasing Michiana businesses. Please contact Gary Martin. He'll produce a top-notch video production highlighting your business to a wide audience in our community. Gary, do you have anything else tonight? So once again, I want to thank our special guest, veteran professional announcer and Elkhart County Miracle Honcho, Craig Wallen, for joining me tonight.
The old guy.
He gives me the whammy over there. I want to thank our camera crew. They did a fine job as always, Rex Smith and Julie Ekema. Our executive producer is Gary Martin. I'm Matt Yakey. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast, even if you did not like the result if you're an Elkhart fan. Once again, the final score from the Elkhart Athletic Complex in Elkhart, New Prairie 9, Elkhart nothing. Again, like us and follow us on Facebook on Michiana Video. Matt Yakey wishing you all a very pleasant good evening. And as always, go Lions.
Thank you for watching tonight's game here on the Michiana Video Facebook page. Be sure to like us and follow us so that you don't miss any of the Elkhart streams. Go Lions!
you.